Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So we're still kind of shifting some stuff around here. So I'm working on this shelf today. I need to get right here because I need to separate what's what over here. And I did make a couple of switcheroos here. On the top shelf, I just moved all the condiments because I felt like trying to put all this heavy stuff all on this rack is just too much with the cans and everything. I can't remember how many pounds these shelves hold, but I need to look it up. But anyway, and then I put all of the laundry stuff together. I didn't even realize that I had 2 whole bottles of fabric softener back there. So I guess I need to find a new spot for that so that I can see it. And so the shelf is empty. So that's just some wet wipes. So these are going to go in the hall closet. And then I had shampoo right here, but I moved it all over there because this isn't being used for anything. And in here, I have school supplies in the hall closet, but all the pens and pencils and stuff, I just put them in here for easy grab instead of going in the closet, pulling the stuff off top of the bin, digging for what I need. And then I moved all of the razors, toothpaste, and all that stuff in this second drawer. And then of course there's really nothing in this drawer going on. It's so thin you can't really put too much in there. But what I've been doing is placing these just for leverage, because I don't know if you could tell. Well, you should be able to tell. There's like little, holes and stuff. So sometimes, like if it's an item like this, once it gets to this point, if you've got them stacked all the way back, then it falls over, you know what I mean? So same thing with little stuff like this, once it gets into these little crevices here, it kind of falls over. So that's what I've been doing so far today. So I've got I get these from, you can actually order these online. This is from my shipping supplies for eBay, and I haven't had much being sold, so I'm just using these. But you can use cardboard boxes just for leverage. And then, and other reason I'm doing it this way too is because you guys see that little gap in the back. So when I put a can back there, it's kind of leaning against the wall, and then I'll stack another can over it. And like I said, eventually they'll fall. So I'm gonna redo these cans right here and get them all stacked up so that I can get them all on this bottom shelf instead of having some over there and then some over here. Okay, so as I was filming me actually putting these down here, I didn't realize that I didn't have y'all at a good angle, so you won't actually see that part. So here we are. So we've got everything grouped up. So with the vegetables, they're all vegetables. They're either going to be carrots, green beans, corn, peas, mixed vegetables. It doesn't matter. They're in the first 2 rows instead of trying to separate them. If I had separated them, then I would have it would have defeated the whole purpose. The cans would have spilt out onto the carpet, and that's where I don't want them. So I just shifted everything over. So everything is in its designated spot. We've got vegetables, beans, manwich, refried beans, pork and beans, some collard greens, soups, and yams. And then I just did a little spruce up here on this second row. Got some open stuff, so this one right here keeps sneaking in here and snacking. I know this is you. This is you, isn't it?
No.
It's not. Who is this? Dad? Dad opened this and left this in here?
Yes, I'm the one who ate those crackers, but not peanut butter because I don't like peanut butter.
Oh, okay. Alright, so here, can you take this in the kitchen for me?
All of it?
Yeah. and just put it on the dining room table. There's only one bag of like savory, so this is sweet, and over here it's gonna be savory or whatever else trickles into there. Now if it gets to a point where I have to move, because I normally try not to have food and chemicals on the same shelf, so if it gets to a point where I have to move the laundry stuff, then that's fine with me. That's perfectly okay. I'll just do another switcheroo around and try to put it in its spot. So now I'm working in my kitchen. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have the air fryer going. We're doing some beef jerky. But anyway, so I need to fix this because it's just so much going on to me. And I've got these baskets and stuff. And now I've got my flour and sugar and stuff over here when originally it was up here. But as you can see, there's no space up here. I filled up all of the containers, so every container is full except for the sugar one and the pinto beans. But and of course, you know, a little bit of the rice, but for the most part it's full. So there's no space up here. When there was, this is where I had my extra flour, sugar, stuff like that, but I can't put it up there anymore. So I had to switch this out, y'all. I was using the blue one, but when I put it in the pantry, because this is what I'm thinking, okay? If I put it in here, if I decide to stock up on like 12 packs of soda or something, then there will be enough space for that, because that's literally all is what's going to be able to fit in these corners. So anyway, with the blue one, it was too tall. And I realized it was too tall when I tried to put this in there, because I don't want, this was on the floor, and so it created like a whole bunch of space. So that works just fine. It's off the floor, boom. So now what I need to do is figure out what I'm going to put in those two bottom drawers. I don't know what I'm going to do with this top drawer right here because it's not deep, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to figure it out. And then just get this a little bit more organized. Alright, so I done went from the pantry to the cabinets. So I've got all my seasonings out, Kool-Aid out. So now, for some reason, we're not going to worry about this cabinet right here because there's nowhere I can put all those containers. But what I'm thinking, you guys, is moving all of the dishes to just one side of the cabinet and putting the unopened seasonings, Kool-Aids and teas and all that on this side of the cabinet, and then bringing all of the cups and stuff and putting them on these two shelves. I think that's where I'm gonna go with that. That way, that frees up this half here, which leaves more space, and I probably could slide in that the basket with the baking stuff. I probably can slide it in up there, maybe not, I'm not sure, we'll test it out. And then that might free up a little bit more space on these racks. Or I'm not necessarily looking for space, I'm just more so looking for organization. None of that stuff up there is open except for the hot chocolate. So now I need to take this down because this is actually needs to be with this stuff. So I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out and then I'm gonna come back. Y'all, so this is where we are right now. Y'all hear a lot of noise in the background. I'm frying some chicken and I've got the dehydrator going and the TV is on in the living room. So this is working out so far. Actually, I'm gonna put, if these down here. So that's like cake stuff. And I put all of our seasoning pouches, gravies in there, and I'm working on the 3rd drawer. So what I thought about doing is I made a whole row of like the mixed vegetables and stuff like that, but I didn't actually have too many vegetables here in the kitchen to pull from, and I want to be able to pull from the pantry before I'm pulling from our stockpile. So I already had 1 can of green beans in there, and I only had 1 of the packaging left, and I didn't have any corn, and these are the only corns that I have. The last time I went to Kroger, they didn't have too many vegetables. They were really low at the time, so I'm gonna have to go back because I really do want to stock up on our canned vegetables. And I try to get these because they're cheaper if you get it in a 4-pack versus if you buy them individually. At my Kroger anyway, you save about 20-25 cents or something like that. I know to you guys that might not be a huge savings, but it adds up, you know. So yeah, so I'm just gonna stack those in there like that. And I've thought about bringing like maybe 3 of the mixed vegetables in here. So I might do that just to have a variety going on here. And actually I'll do it like that. So yeah, I might do that. And with the raviolis, I need to restock, or I need to bring some in here with these as well. So these are things that get eaten pretty often. So I'm gonna move these up here so that this row can just be like the cans that we're constantly, you know, pulling from. And then I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with these cans right here. But yeah, so in the meantime, I am working. I've got a full basket here. So this is, I guess you would consider this like a baking basket, but it does have banana nut bread muffin mix, some flour, sugar, cornmeal, things like that, and an unopened pack of fish fry. And I'm working on this snack basket. So I don't know if you guys remember, a while back I was telling you that when my stepdaughter came, they had brought some groceries with them, and it was in the big box kind. So if you go to, you know, Costco's, BJ's, or Sam's, you know, you get a lot in the box. So this is what it's dwindled down to. And then I've just learned that we got a little sneaky poo going on. Olivia has been going in the room grabbing snacks. And I just realized it when I went to throw her trash away, and she had all these empty packets of crackers and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to get her to start eating this stuff so that none of it goes bad, because I've still got, from the beginning, there's still like I think a couple of granola bars in here. But instead of her opening something new, I'm gonna have to get her, you know, a part of the system here. We're going to pull from this first, and then we'll pull from, you know, what's back there in the room. So this drawer is done. So all I got to do is just stick it in the drawer thing. And these are gummies. So I have gatekeepers for our candy. Let me introduce you guys to them. Olivia, she does not eat a whole lot of candy, but I do have candy around. She just got a big bag of like Snickers and stuff like that from her grandmother, and that's all put up. And then you know, sometimes I run into clearance deals where there's candy, you know, for cheap and all that, so like blow pops and stuff like that. So what I do is I put them in this cabinet right here, because I'm going to show y'all where in a second. So these are our gatekeepers right here. Meet the gatekeeper. We've got our blessings jar, bless our home. We've got Tweety, and we've got a Santa sleigh. So This one is mixed with Easter candy and blow pop, sweet tarts, stuff like that. This one has Snickers, M&Ms, that sort of thing. And then I just put the gummies in there. So I put them in here because you see all that noise I just made opening that up. And this right here, I know that she can't just come in here and just open this without like putting some elbow grease into it, because you gotta like you gotta kind of pull a little bit because it snaps. So see how it's kind of taking me a little bit to open it? So that's how I know if she's eating candy or not. Alright you guys, so everything is done. So I like it. It's gonna stay like this as long as I can keep it like this. Again, it's pretty much set up where we're pulling from here first, and then going to the room last. So we've got pretty much back up everything. The only things that are not in here is like salad dressing, so I need to go get more ranch from the store. But some Italian is a salad dressing we use pretty often, so I definitely need to bring that up here. And then if I ever purchase a large jar of pickles, and I've got some pasta that I can put in it, or some rice or whatever, then I'll have the space for that, or anything else that could fit right there that needs to be in here in the kitchen. And this is like all of our regular cans that we normally pull from. Those are the vegetables that we eat the most, so green beans and corn. Babe and Olivia eats the Chef Boyardee, so we've got one row for the ravioli, one row for the beefaroni. And then this is kind of like all open stuff, with the exception of these two noodle cups. So this is all open: breadcrumbs, crackers, what's left in the coffee. I can actually empty out that coffee bin, but I just put it right there as a reminder that I need to get some more coffee. I really just need to stock up on coffee. I drink coffee all the time, and I don't know why I just don't buy it in multiples. It's so crazy. But anyway, all of the seasonings and stuff is right here, so everything, you know, has its spot, you know what I mean? Everything has its spot down there. So I built rows because the idea is to have it like this in rows. So down here, these are just leftover soups. We'll get through those before the end of 2020, I'm thinking, because I mean, really, Olivia doesn't like tomato soup, but I mean, me and Babe, we can, for lunch we can have tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich or something like that, and he ain't willing to try the sweet potato corn chowder, and she ain't either. So I might have to eat that for lunch one day with some garlic toast or something. But anyway, so yeah, everything's kind of lined up, and that kind of is going to help me with my grocery list as well, as far as stocking up, because I've got a row for every single thing. Like, nothing is mix match except for the soups and the fruit, but everything else has its own thing. I did do the cabinet, so I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out for right now. How long it's gonna stay like this, I don't know. The pantry, it might stay like that for a while, but the cabinets, these are a bit smaller, so I don't know how long this is gonna last, but it'll do for right now. So I've got the teas, the seasonings, the open beverages, so like the open Kool-Aid containers, open teas, stuff like that, plates and bowls. And then those thermoses up there, they can't fit. Well, one of them can fit over here, but the other one way in the back there is too tall, and it can't fit. So it didn't make sense to split them up since it's only 3 of them. So I just grouped them up right there next to the bowls. And over here, I moved pretty much all of our cups. So regular cups at the top, glass in the middle, and then down here it's just measuring stuff. I use this stuff pretty often, not so much this stuff. But more so like this measuring cup and these shredders and measuring spoons and straws. So I use that all the time. So I've got that right there. And then actually I can throw my coffee filters in there as well. So I am pleased with it. I think I'm done with this part. Let's see. So I've gotten everything so far that I want to get organized so far. I've done one part of the hall, well, one closet in the hallway. I've done the stockpile, rearranged that, and now I've worked in the kitchen. So I don't know what the next project is going to be. I had somewhat started on the other closet in the hallway, but I'm still kind of working on that. So I don't know, but thank you guys for checking out my channel, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It helps out the channel a lot. I appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe, girl. I don't know what you're waiting on, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.